Balenciaga's Paris Fashion Week show was supposed to be a moment of pure glamour and precision, but the fallout has taken an unexpected and sensational turn. According to sources swirling through fashion circles, the luxury powerhouse has quietly decided to cut ties with Meghan Markle following what insiders are calling a Fashion Week disaster. It was the kind of high society rupture that happens rarely, but when it does, it sends shockwaves through both Hollywood and royal watching communities. Meghan's presence at the show was initially planned as a subtle yet powerful statement, a calculated appearance meant to solidify her place among the world's fashion elite. But instead of commanding the spotlight with grace, she allegedly became the storm at its center. Whispers began the moment she arrived. Observers noted that Meghan's entrance felt more like a red carpet takeover than a front-row appearance. Cameras swarmed, staff scrambled, and some attendees claimed that her team's overzealous behavior caused delays in the seating arrangement. While other celebrities slipped in with quiet elegance, Meghan made what one attendee described as a performance out of just taking her seat. That might have been forgivable had the night ended there, but the real controversy erupted during the show itself when a model stumbled on the runway and Meghan was caught on camera laughing at the moment. The clip, replayed across social media platforms with millions of views, painted her not as a dignified guest, but as someone enjoying another person's misfortune. For Balenciaga, a brand built on edgy elegance and flawless execution, the optics were reportedly disastrous. The company's relationship with high-profile figures is as much about image as it is about fashion. Aligning with Meghan was initially seen as a way to bridge European luxury with American star power, but the incident sparked a wave of backlash online, with hashtags questioning her behavior trending globally. Influential fashion commentators called the moment tone-deaf, and PR experts noted that the brand risked being overshadowed by Meghan's controversy rather than celebrated for its designs. Within days, what had been a carefully crafted partnership allegedly began to unravel behind closed doors. Sources close to the fashion house say the decision to cut ties wasn't made lightly. Meghan's team had been in discussions for potential future collaborations, including appearances at upcoming shows and a rumored campaign that would have marked her deeper entry into the luxury fashion world. But after the Paris incident, executives reportedly held an emergency meeting, weighing the benefits of association against the swelling negative press. In a world where reputation is currency, Meghan's moment of laughter became a liability rather than an asset. By the end of the week, whispers turned into clear statements from insiders. Balenciaga had decided to distance itself completely. The fallout hasn't just bruised Meghan's image, it has reignited debates about her approach to public appearances. Critics argue that she has consistently underestimated how every move she makes is interpreted through multiple lenses. What might seem like a harmless reaction to her could become a defining moment in the global conversation about her character. Fashion Week is not a Hollywood gala. It is a tightly controlled arena where the slightest misstep can echo for months. Meghan's inability to read that room, some say, was a clear sign that her strategy of blending royal mystique with celebrity glamour has limits. Observers also point out that this incident comes at a time when Meghan has been actively trying to reposition herself within elite circles, moving from the Sussex narrative to a more independent, global figure. Fashion partnerships were a major part of that strategy. Balenciaga, known for choosing muses who embody a mix of boldness and refinement, was seen as a crown jewel in that plan. Losing such a connection not only damages her fashion credibility but also signals to other luxury brands that partnering with her might carry unpredictable risks. Social media reactions have been predictably intense. Some supporters claim Balenciaga's decision was unfair and driven by media hysteria. Others, however, argue that it was an inevitable consequence of Meghan's behavior, calling it a long overdue reality check. For a public figure who has spent years carefully curating her image, moments like this strip away the polish and reveal how quickly support can shift when the narrative turns. In the end, Balenciaga's move may be as much about self-preservation as it is about principle. In an industry where one headline can influence millions of dollars in sales, brands cannot afford prolonged association with controversy, especially the kind that overshadows their artistry. Meghan's Fashion Week disaster will likely be remembered not for the clothes, the models, or the runway brilliance, but for a single ill-timed laugh and the ripple effect that followed. And for someone who has spent so long fighting to control her narrative, this might be one of the clearest reminders yet that the fashion world, unlike Hollywood, doesn't forgive easily when the spotlight turns sour.